We can just remove not from Los Angeles, California. Oh!
Limitations are a big part of the process of art making. What limitations do we have? Well, we've never vlogged before, so that would be experience, knowledge, and equipment. Right. So today, Kuzey is coming back, so we can finish the song we started writing at the village a few days ago. We wanted to bring him back because we thought he had a fresh perspective on things, and he did a pretty good job, even though it was his first time writing a song. And what we want to do is we want to get a rough structure, a rough arrangement of the song, so that hopefully by the end of the day we can record a demo. We're going to experiment with sounds. It's going to be the first time we get to try out the drums and the guitar together, so it's going to be cool. And then once we have a demo in place, in the next few days, we're gonna start recording a song again properly, and might have to bring in a few people to help us record certain instruments. But yeah, I'm gonna get a shower now, get breakfast, and then we're gonna get started once Kuzey is here. So while we were editing, we realized quite a few things. A, the audio is not very good at certain points of the video. B, as you will see as you watch the vlog, the camera didn't really film a very important bit of the video.
We can just remove not from Los Angeles, California. Oh! What happened? Did it die? Is that the problem?
And then C, some things that we did, we forgot to introduce what we were doing on camera. Again, lack of experience. So in this video, I'm going to be narrating most things. It's going to give us a Martin Scorsese kind of vibe, but also it's going to help you understand what's going on throughout the entire video. When our cousin, Kuzey, came by, we wanted to show him the studio, the new setup, to see his reaction, because he had never seen it before. The first thing he noticed was how poor the room sounded. He said it's quite echoey in here.
There's a lot of echo.
And to that I said, that's a very good thing to point out. Yeah, that's a good thing to notice. Think about the vibes.
Old starter musician SoundCloud type shit.
Yeah.
Like SoundCloud. Like.
And then the next thing he saw was our messed up old chair.
This here just gives a lot of SoundCloud vibes.
This is like the drum booth.
Yeah.
This is where Arda is gonna be. And then the guitar recording is gonna be like here.
So we're gonna have a microphone?
Yeah, I have a microphone in here. After we chat a little bit and decided what we were gonna do today, what we were gonna talk about, what we wanted to write, I told the boys, why don't you go and get those chairs from the shed that I was talking about in the previous video.
Ver. İyi kaydırmayı sanırım değil. Sanki tam bir ortalanmıştır.
You're not gonna get, if you get diseases from this, we're not responsible, by the way.
Sure, I don't think I'm gonna get diseases, but we'll see. Ne dedi bu beyaz üstü? Ne yapıyorduk? Onun nasıl böyle bunu?
It's so old fashioned. Which is like really
After they came back with clean chairs, we sat down and started writing. We set up two cameras. One of the cameras were set up right there, and it was filming me and Kuzey. This was the camera that stopped working. And one of the cameras were set up there, filming Arda behind the drums. This was the only camera that worked. Someone forgot to double check that we're clumsiest man in the world.
We had a little issue.
Yes, we lost quite a lot of the footage. And yes, that's devastating, because we filmed for a good 25-30 minutes. But I didn't want to throw it all away just because we only had one angle. But I still wanted to show some of the highlights, at least from Arda's angle, because there was quite a lot of songwriting magic going on. Okay. Right. Songwriting is an incredibly complex process that requires a lot of vulnerability, which means you have to be open to make a fool out of yourself, embarrass yourself, and make a lot of mistakes. Pharrell once said something about a library of creativity. I might be misquoting him.
Don't stop making music. Don't think that you're gonna hold off, because let me explain something to you. Creativity is not coming out of you. Creativity is like the work of the universe. The universe, that's why they call them universities. The universe is a library. I was just telling somebody this yesterday. All we doing is checking ideas out.
I always come back to the This sounds a little bit. Okay. Full of ideas, and we're just checking those ideas out. Simultaneously, there's a lot of other people doing the same thing. They might check out the same idea and they might put it back. So that's also part of the songwriting process. You kind of have to imitate a little bit, almost. Imitate voices.
Yeah.
Sounds, melody.
Or Bruno Mars.
Smoking out the window.
When I brought in a song to my vocal teacher and I couldn't sing it in my range, she would say, try a baby voice. Mountains I move, mountains I move.
And if you realize you're imitating too much, it's okay to scale it back as well. At the same time, when you're writing a song, make sure to prevent yourself from making the song exist instantly.
Behind the clouds.
Clouds I beam of light, mountains I move, I'm back in my side, and
So I was thinking when I was in the shower that maybe it's like... What I mean by that is don't be concrete.
Mountains I move, mountains I move, I'm back in my side, I'm back in my side.
Change things. See if it works the other way around.
So I say, mountains I move, you guys repeat. Mountains I move, back in my side, back in my side. Do it more like mountains I move, mountains I move.
But you missed a lot on my mind behind the clouds. That'd be more.
That's why I skipped it. I feel like that's how...
Oh, okay.
Our cousin, Kuzey, he's very creative, and I think one day he'll be a great songwriter if he really sticks to it. But the fact that he doesn't have a music education or a background, and that sometimes he really struggled.
Okay, so his voice is a lot deeper than mine. So.
Okay, so you can go higher.
I can go a bit higher.
Yeah.
My style is a bit...
Mountains I moved.
Mountains I move.
Mountains I moved.
Mountains I move. Mountains I move. Mountains I move. Said that, yeah?
But what made him a really good songwriter was the fact that he knew his limitations and his strengths. He knew that he wasn't a musician per se, but he chose to use that to his advantage and brought a fresh perspective with him.
So now with that, I always come back to Livat. Yeah, we need a melody for I always come back to Livat. I always come back to Livat. I always come back to Livat, yeah.
Kuzey, like I said, he had never written a song before, and he kept coming up with the best rhythms, best melodies.
I always come back to Livat, yeah. Not from Indiana, not Los Angeles, California. I always come back to Livat, yeah. So can we can do this like when you say I always come back to Livat, yeah, and like there's like a faint sound that goes no from no piano. And then let's say Arda says not Los Angeles, California.
He didn't think of this song as one person singing it. He thought of it as a performance. So when we struggled to fit certain lyrics into the bar, he thought, well, why don't we sing it in the background while you sing something else?
Okay. That guy's a songwriter, yeah. I always come back to Livat, yeah. Okay. I always come back to Livat, yeah. No road, no piano. Los Angeles, California. Alright, there's a pumping Los Angeles, California. From Los Angeles, California. Oh!
By the time we realized we weren't really filming from our angle, we had already written a chorus. What we had was intro, verse, and the chorus. That realization was a big blow to the morale. But we thought, why give up now? We've got something good. Let's make it into a full song. So we sat down again and we started writing again. And that's what you're gonna watch now.
Los Angeles, California. I always come back to Arda. I always come back to not Vienna.
I always come back to live right now.
Los Angeles, California.
I always come back to live right now.
Not Vienna, Los Angeles, California.
I always come back to live right now.
Olabilir aslında.
Hayır. Ama benim zaten o yaptığını direkt aynı şeyi Libertya'da evet girmemiz lazım.
Livaya. Bak yeri nasıl olacak orada? Böyle hızlanacak. Ondan sonra yine aynı bu şeyin Tony Stark'ın hareket ediyor.
Yeah.
Benzer şey.
It was my dream car when I was little.
No, Messi. It's gone away.
Bir bunu deneyelim.
Nasıl yapıyor? Howdy how.
Şey yapalım sen. Son, 2, 3, 4. Sadece kickleri snare yap çünkü çalamam şu an. Practice yapmam lazım. Son, 2, 3, 4. I always come back to you like yeah.
Not Rome, not Vienna,
I always come back to you like yeah.
not Los Angeles, California.
I always come back to you like yeah.
Not Rome, not Vienna,
I always come back to you like yeah.
not Los Angeles, California.
I always come back to you like yeah. Come back to you like yeah.
Not Rome, not Vienna,
I always come back to you like yeah.
not Los Angeles, California.
I always come back to you like yeah.
Not Rome, not Vienna.
Libat ya da gene.
Güzel.
Tamam. Peki bunu verse bağlamayı deneyim bir.
Nasıl? En baştan.
Acaba funk mı yapalım direkt şarkıyı?
Oha, bence funk vibe aldın da sen de kanka.
Ama başındaki o... Şimdi ukuleleden başladım.
That's not really fun.
The thing is, we don't have to label the song as that. That's something I don't do. It can be a soul song in the genre of soul. So soul is funk, R&B, blues. So it can be like, and we can bring some. We're gonna bring some country into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can pull. We can listen to some songs that I can think of already as reference. But şeyden başlayalım. You come in with the song key. No, we don't want crash. We want the song key. Give us a different snare. Give us a snare that's a bit more electronic. That's a dish, dish.
Hours later.
Giddy. That's it.
Oh!
Biraz snare sesini aç.
Ben söyleyeceğim. Tamam. I only feel like watching me. Oh! Somebody's watching me.
Right.
Yes.
Driving the line, passing the time. I need a lot of my
kid keeps running away from me.
Koruşa girdiğimizde not room, not diyeneler ya.
Tamam.
Biraz daha böyle
Not Rome. Nasıl?
rap dinlen ya biraz da not Rome,
Not Vienna. Not Rome. Not Vienna. Öyle bir şey.
Aynen,
Agresif sana.
Agresif değil biraz daha not Rome, not Vienna,
Okay.
not Los Angeles, California. So,
Teker teker.
I always come back to you like yeah.
Not Rome. Not Vienna.
Let's go back to you like yeah.
Not Los Angeles, California.
I always come back. Aynen.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so as you can tell, it's a bit darker. A couple hours have passed. I dropped these guys off at their surprise English lesson, and then I stopped at Mom's shop, had some lunch with her. I got myself a new cable. We hooked up the drums. Hooked up to the carburetor.
See, the carburetor hooked up to the motor. The motor ain't pushing enough pressure out for the gas pedal. The gas pedal got a lot of...
We hooked up the drums to my laptop, figured out how to work the MIDI, and then we hooked up my Telecaster to the interface. We're just gonna sort of get back to the groove and try and finish the song. So we spoke about limitations earlier in the video. Another limitation that we had was time, because A, the darker it got in the day, the noisier the footage would be, because we didn't have enough lights. And B, I had to drive Kuzey home at the end of the night, which meant we had to finish the song before we could take him back. So as soon as we had a setup ready and everything sounded nice, we had two things to do. One, we had to finish writing the song. Two, we had to come up with a solid arrangement so that the structure of the song wasn't too messy. Which meant that I had to do the heavy lifting in terms of arrangement, as these guys didn't have a lot of musical education. But I didn't want to just arrange the song by myself. This was a collaboration. Just like how Kuzey didn't know how to write a song, but was naturally good at it, I wanted to show these guys essentially how you arrange a song and challenge them to help me come up with the structure. I've got my Telecaster going into my interface, going into my laptop, and it's going into Logic. You can see now on this screen, I'm trying a sort of Chris Stapleton-esque setup. I've been listening to country when I was driving around waiting for these guys to finish their lesson. I listened to quite a lot of Willie Nelson, and I like that outlaw kind of country in the 70s, quite, you know, the funky twist on it. This is what I've got on my screen. I set everything up so that it sounds like this. And it's like when you play chords, it's like... I've got a bit of tremolo on there, and I pushed the gain a little bit, and then I'm running that through my Valhalla Vintage. I've got a medium hall reverb in there, so it's like... You can hear that there. I've got quite long fingers because I use like classical guitar mostly, so I don't use a pick, so it kind of muffles it a little bit, and that's why it sounds like that. And then we've got Arda's MIDI drum kit going from here into my laptop directly, and that goes into Logic. Kuzey, can you pick up the camera?
So on the Logic, we got like a countrywide drum kit. You didn't see that. The tones are very full. It's very nice.
Yeah. Again, we're going for that like Nashville sound. We don't have a lot on the drums, not a lot of processing. Yeah, it's this one that you call Bluebird. We also tried the Motown. This is the Motown, and then this is the Bluebird. Yeah. So we sort of decided on the Bluebird right now because it's a bit more transparent. We'll do a jam session. We'll see how it sounds. Yeah. Everything hooked up. I think we can make this apart. Arrangement requires a lot more focus and discipline when you compare it to songwriting. We don't go to the chorus just yet.
So it's just you playing.
So we go now. Which is why, as a group of individuals who spend way too much time on TikTok, we really struggled with this aspect. And then you go. But we got through it. It was a challenge, but we got through it. Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe on the first one and then leave the last one just snare. obviously we dubbed it, so it's like. And then back to the verse. Back in my sights, and then.
I think this is just guitar and drums.
No, not really. Maybe we can do like
Because it
lights.
sounds so cool.
But that we can do that at the end of the song. We don't want a breakdown just yet. We want it to keep building up. So it's gonna, while I do that, it's gonna keep like. Okay, so we need a new verse. Or we can change the melody as well. Let's get back to the lyric mindset. Okay?
Where I shine.
Yes. So, how are we feeling today?
Opposite maybe some of it, but
Yeah?
Brain fogged.
yes, brain.
Brain what?
Brain fogged.
Brain fuck. Totally my pastime. Why can everybody say the word, and if I say it, then it's not okay?
Which?
Brain fuck.
No, brain fog.
Brain fog.
Not
Okay.
that one.
As time has passed, and I have changed. And time has passed, and I have changed.
Okay, bu nereden sonradır? Back in my side saying.
This
Lyrics
guy.
wise. Lyrics wise.
Yeah.
Back to back in my side.
Now I have changed.
Time to has passed.
Time has passed.
Time who has.
Time to.
But
Time to.
wait. You said who, right? Why don't we make time a person? Count as a person here. As like someone has changed.
I'm not fucking with it. That idea. Let's keep thinking. Let's keep
Okay.
keep it going.
Wait.
Let's not get these two lyrics that we wrote. It can be moved around. It's interchangeable. So we have them. Let's focus on what's next. Think about what we've just said. Like
Time passed.
time passed. We've changed.
Yeah.
Think about like what does that make you think? How does that make you feel?
Old.
Old. Okay.
Yeah, old.
Do you feel like
Old and experienced.
Okay.
It's a new perspective on life.
Okay. Here we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Perspective.
And time too has passed. My perspective. No, perspective is like a long word.
Okay. Keep digging. Perspective is a good word.
Perspective.
Let's keep doing the word thing. Perspective.
Perspective. See.
Perspective.
See.
I'm gonna say perspective and play a chord. Say the first word that comes to mind. Perspective.
That's such a nice sound.
Yeah. Perspective. Say it again. Perspective.
Perspective.
Again, like perspective as of like how I look at life. Again.
I see a valley.
A valley. All right.
Oh, okay.
I see an orange valley.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Texas. No, it wasn't Texas.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Valley. Valley. Valley. Say another word. Valley.
Sun.
Keep going. Valley.
Then we go
Sun.
to the
Perspective.
Sun Valley. What?
Sunset.
We have power as well. Moon is shining.
Yeah, we also
Moonshine.
said moonshine.
Moonshine.
I know, but that is
A different.
a different verse.
Okay,
Let's
so
keep
after
holding on
we-
because that's gonna write itself.
Road.
The valley of life.
The road.
Valley of life. So let's back it up. Let's make
The
it.
valley of life. Perspective of my.
Okay.
Perspective of.
Valley of life. Perspective of mine.
Can't look behind.
Okay.
Can't look behind.
Shapes the man who can't look behind.
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Valley of life. Perspective of
Valley
mine.
of life.
Shapes the man who can never. Valley of life. Perspective of mine. Can kill a man who's always looking behind.
Can kill a man.
Yeah.
Can kill a man.
Who can't look behind.
Who's always looking behind.
Yeah, who's always looking behind.
Valley of life, perspective of mine. Can kill a man who's always looking behind. Now time has passed, and I have changed.
of the
And now time has passed, and I have changed. I can see the value in something sane. Okay, let me sing it again. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Inget ja, böyle.
Nedir o? Hangi
I think this. Alltså det var yaptı.
Hangi telli?
middle two. İlk orta yapayım o iki. Ondan çıkmıyor, ondan doğru.
Böyle.
Hepsini tek tek çal bana.
Buydu.
Elim en son çal. Aynen. Son 2, 3, 4. And I have changed. I can
Nice.
see the value in all things that change.
Yes!
Let's keep singing this.
I like the Dire Straits talking.
Well, that comes from country anyway. Every other bar.
Oh, like that less.
No. I have that on. Yeah.
Okay. But this is a little quiet.
It's okay, I like it that way.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the first verse and then go back to this. But it's gonna be like quiet when we first go to this. So instead of after the first verse, instead of going to the chorus, I always come back to the vadya. We're gonna build up, and then go to this. And then we're gonna go to the next verse. Value of life, perspective of mind. Can kill a man who's always looking behind. Mountains I move.
Now time has passed.
Back in my side.
And I have changed.
And now I have changed.
I always come back to you, but yeah. Valley of life, perspective of mind. Can kill a man who's always looking behind. Mountains I move. Da da da da. Da da da da. And I have changed. I always come back to you, but yeah.
But I think it sounds
just-
like
yeah.
it doesn't transition as well.
I'm just gonna keep that straight. I always come back to you. So don't think about how it sounds now, because we're gonna make it like. So we're gonna do that after that. So what are your lyrics? Remember them. I always come back to you. Rome, not Vienna. So sing it with me. I always come back to you.
Not Rome, not Vienna,
I always come back to you.
Los Angeles, California.
I always come back to you.
Should we like do something? Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do that.
Too much.
This is different to songwriting. Songwriting is a free process, which you're very good at, right? Arrangement is a process where the creative bits, the beautiful moments that you captured, you put them together. And that's the boring, that's the difficult bit where people always give up. And that's what's a good arrangement is what separates a good song from a great song. So now we have to work a bit on arrangement so we can keep songwriting. Okay?
Okay.
So this is the structure that we have. Intro. I come in with the drums. Verse 1. Mountains I move, mountains I roll. Back in my side, back in my side. When we go from
Another build up.
yeah,
Okay. So you want me to, after I go like this, you want me to stay here and then
Yeah.
build up?
okay, so we got up to here. I think
Yeah.
that's
That's
good.
good. But after what?
I do think we need to still okay, so oradan sonra bir şey deneyelim.
Tekrar sonra.
I always come back to
Şeydiler alışmadılar çalarken ben katılmayayım. Because I may lose it.
Ben söyleyeyim şimdi.
Okay.
Record
Not orayı söyle.
How does it go?
We're just gonna have to come up with it after we record bits for that.
Okay, because that's hard to.
Have we just been speaking in English the whole time? In Turkish the whole time?
Not really.
Kinda. Both.
We'll just subtitle it, I guess.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I always come back to you right now.
He did it right with it.
Sorry.
1, 2.
I always come back to you right now.
And as soon as we had a solid arrangement, what we had to do was record a demo. We didn't have a lot of time and not a lot of energy, but we had to record something while the magic was still there. So after that, we bring it back for one last verse with the moonrise. But it's just guitar, the verse.
I had an idea for that.
So here's how I'm imagining it. Mountains and moonshine. So, because it's two voices, imagine them singing the same. Moonshine rising behind. Say something else. Moonshine rising behind. And then, moonshine rising behind.
Okay.
Moonshine rising behind. Until everything fades out. And it's just, moonshine rising behind.
That's cool.
Okay, yeah, I love it.
Okay, so this is the outro. The name of the outro.
As it was just going to be a demo, we didn't track anything isolated. So Arda got behind the kit. And I picked up my guitar. And we played along and recorded it simultaneously. I then recorded my vocals over it very quickly. Lavender line, passing of time. Light breeze a lot on my mind. And then I rounded up the boys and we sang the harmonies / the choir bits circling around the microphone, which was quite fun to do.
Not Rome, not Vienna, not Los Angeles, California. Not Rome, not Vienna.
What you're about to hear is only the first demo, and it's only the first draft of an arrangement that kept changing. But I really think when you listen, you can hear how excited everyone is, and you can hear the magic, the collaboration, the energy. It's all in there. In a world where I think everything maybe sometimes is too polished in your ears, this might feel like a fresh breath of air, because it's not very good, and it's rough, but it's... what is it? It's real. It's three guys who actually enjoy spending time together, writing a song. I don't know. Just listen to it. I don't know. I'm gonna... Okay, this is the demo. Lavender lime, passing of time. Light breeze a lot on my mind. The mountains I move. Back in my side. Valley of life, perspective of mind. Can kill a man who's always looking behind. Mountains I move. And now time has passed. Are back in my side. And now I have changed. I always come back to Livadia.
Not Rome, not Vienna,
I always come back to Livadia.
not Los Angeles, California.
I always come back to Livadia.
Not Rome, not Vienna.
I always come back to Livadia.